Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Hey guys, it's Monday, February 24th. I decided to not film this weekend because I already had 2 videos last week and I just thought, give y'all a break. This week, this Flosstube anyways, is gonna be pretty much Q&A. There was so many Q&As. There were so many questions, and I just want to clear things up. I thought about not even doing a Flosstube until closer to market, but there's just so much to go over. If you are new here, I'm overjoyed that you're here. Thank you and welcome. And then for all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support, and I really appreciate it. I'm overwhelmed by the response from my Nashville releases. I am just overwhelmed. I'm humbled. I'm grateful. I'm blown away. I mean, it's just been incredible what you all have said about my designs, and the pre-orders are still coming in. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. Just the pre-orders alone, I have sold more patterns than I did last year at the entire show. Evidently, y'all are liking these samplers. And the book sold out. The book sold out. So I've ordered more, and they're very quick at printing and shipping. So I should not have a problem getting them before we go to Nashville. Keep those orders coming, y'all. It's just incredible. You guys, you won't believe this. Or you might believe this, because every time right before Nashville, something happens where I go, oh my gosh, I didn't consider that, and my production comes to a halt. Well, Friday, I left the studio to go make dinner and just left the printer running. You know, it's like running dang near 24/7 these days. Well, I came down Saturday morning and discovered that it quit printing, and the reason is because the maintenance tank is full. Now, a maintenance tank, okay, number one, this printer is new. It was very expensive. I don't understand why it did not give me a warning that the maintenance tank was getting full. My other printer would go a whole year and the maintenance tank would not fill up. So I had no idea that it was getting full, or I would have ordered one and had one on hand. Anywho, so the maintenance tank is full. I am at a dead stop in production until I get that. I ordered it right away, but they're closed over the weekend. So I called them this morning. They said, yes, we got your order, and it's shipping today. So they're just in Troy, Michigan, about an hour away. So I'm hoping I get them tomorrow. I mean, I should get them tomorrow. But, you know, panic sets in. Athena, stop. She's fascinated with stuff in my studio these days. I don't know what the deal is. So there you go. We have employed our boys to stuff patterns. They are a huge help. I'm so thankful that they agreed to do it, and they're earning extra money, which, you know, young single men, they need money. So it's a win-win. It's been a godsend. So y'all know I met with Donna if you watched my video on the releases. Hi, boo-boo. Hi. You want to be on camera? Is that your deal? Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Can you see my little angel? This is my little girl. She's so cute. So anyways, I'm just so bummed that y'all are not going to see it framed. So Donna dropped it off at Craft Gallery. Paula sent pictures of possible frames, and I loved the one that her and Donna loved. And she sent me pictures of it already framed. I'm not even going to see it framed till I get to Nashville. But, and I don't know that I thanked Donna. I know I thanked her in person. I mean, we met for lunch. I thanked her, but I didn't thank her publicly. And I just want to say thank you, Donna, so much for offering to pick everything up for me since you were going down there. It really did. I mean, it saved me a day's worth of work, and I'm just grateful that she offered to do that. So that was fantastic. Let's see. So I'm sure you already know I released a video showing the finishing for the two designs on the front of the Celebrate book. A lot of questions on the Celebrate book, which I'll get to in a little while. But a lot of people, a lot of shops are trying to order these separate, and there's just a lot of confusion. These two, everything in this book is only available in this book, okay? None of this is sold separately. Everything in here is new designs. There's no repeats. This is some, because I heard another, I think Flosstuber or someone say that they thought it was, I took a collection of my old patterns and put them in a book. No, this is all brand new designs, and they will be exclusive to this book. So I had the tutorial on the finishing on those, and then I did my Nashville release video too. So we had our grandkids on Thursday. I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here. They're growing so fast. Little Easton's doing the army crawl now, and he's starting to get around. And he was the most fun and happiest he's ever been last week. And it's just, he made me laugh constantly. He does this little funny noise when he's laughing or he's talking. It's just so cute. And just the interaction between Ellery and Easton is really precious. And I wanted to, you know, last but definitely not least, I want to thank you so much for your prayers for my mom. A lot of you all mentioned that will continue to pray for her, and I'm so very thankful for that. I wanted to do a couple shout out / thank yous to some Flosstubers out there that have given me some really generous comments in your videos about my new releases. So I first wanted to thank Theresa, Venette, Kitten Stitcher. What she said about me designing these samplers just blew me away, and I'm truly grateful for those sweet words. And then Shirl of Tranquil Stitchers, she gave me a shout out. Jan Hicks Creates. Jan Hicks Creates? No, Jan Hicks Creates. And then Cindy's Cross Stitch. And there may be more, I don't know, but those are the ones that I have seen, or someone mentioned to me, hey, you got to go watch their video because they mentioned you in their Flosstube video. So thank you for the shout out and the very sweet words that you said in your video. I give my DMC equivalent on all of my punch needle. I do not on my cross stitch. Why? I don't have a good answer for that. I don't have a lot of room on the back of my cross stitch patterns to put the DMC equivalent, but I decided I will be doing that from here on out. Okay, I can't go back through all my patterns. I have a ridiculous amount of patterns, and it would take me a month straight work trying to go back and do all that. I do have a weeks to DMC equivalent PDF on my blog. I'll have a link below where you can go and print that off if you want. I was kind of blown away because, let me back up. So for the samplers, I had some people say, are you giving the DMC equivalent? And they were pretty adamant that it was important for me to do that. So I had already sent Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love out to be printed. That one does not have the DMC equivalent on there. However, I will have it on my blog. I will have a link below where you can check that out, and it will be specific to that pattern, okay? But I decided, as I was doing Heaven and Nature, Pet All the Dogs, and Newcastle Bouquet, I went ahead and put the DMC equivalent on there on the back as well with the fancy floss. I was kind of blown away because what I had picked out, because, okay, so Hand-dyed floss, it's hand-dyed. It's not an exact science. And it's going to be different here and there. So if someone has an equivalent, and then when, in say 3 years later, you buy their chart and you say, well, that DMC doesn't look at all like that over-dyed floss. Well, it's probably because after 3 years, it changes a little bit. It's never going to be an exact science. So please be patient with me and all other designers if you think the DMC doesn't match the fancy floss or the over-dyed, whatever you, hand-dyed floss, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different ways people call it. Different things people call it. But anyway, so I spent quite a bit of time matching the floss colors to the DMC for the other 3 samplers. Now, when I get, when I sell all of the love, Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love samplers, and I have to reprint it, the reprints, I will have the DMC on there. In my last Flosstube video, I asked out of those 2 sketches which one you wanted to see me paint, and overwhelmingly it was the Abe Lincoln, the Americana one with the eagle on it. Oop, it's upside down. So I started this last Wednesday for Whatcha Paintin Wednesday, and this is all I got done because when I started Whatcha Paintin Wednesday, I had a blank canvas. It was just white canvas. So I had to paint black gesso over top. Then I had to trace it on here with transfer paper, which a lot of people were glad they got to see me do that because I always wondered how I got my images onto my canvas. And so that's all I got painted on it. But that's the one that won. I will be painting the Ronald Reagan quote with the girl. I will be painting that one next after I paint this one. So if you haven't joined us on Whatcha Paintin Wednesday, you really should. It's a lot of fun. We chit chat and we laugh and we really have a great time. So anyway, it's Whatcha Paintin Wednesday on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's always on my Flosstube, it's always on my Facebook page. It's Theresa Kogut. Oh my gosh, it is facebook.com/Theresa Kogut. So it's my business Facebook page and it's there every week. I had a really disturbing email from somebody. I will not mention names because that's just not cool. But this person, her original email was back October 2017. I didn't even start my Flosstube until December 2018. So I'm not even sure. I have no idea what this person won. I'm guessing that it's from my Facebook page, but I have no idea what she won. Anyways, she was contacting me now. How many years is that? A year and a half later. And said that she never received anything. And she actually said, you really shouldn't con people like that. What the hell? I'm sorry, guys. I was blown away. I was in shock that someone would be so rude. That is so rude. Number one, I'm giving this stuff away. I'm paying the shipping. I'm not conning anyone out of anything. And, you know, I'm human. I make mistakes. Maybe I missed her original email. More than likely, that's what happened. Hey, I've even sent things to the post office, the postal service, and people never get it. And I've had things returned to me that I sent out 6 months earlier. Stuff happens. There's no reason to be rude, and there's no reason to accuse someone of conning people. I was pissed. Let's just say that. I was pissed. It's like, don't accuse people of things. And I go, so, sorry, I had a rant because it really, really upset me. Here's the deal. If I or any other Flosstuber or anyone on the internet does a giveaway and you email them, but you never hear anything back, instead of assuming the worst, please email them again. Don't wait a year and a half, but email them again because they may not have seen your email. It may have went to the junk file. You just don't know. And just email them again and say, I never heard from you. I'm just wondering if you got my email. You know, be pleasant. Most of you are. I mean, trust me. You all are, this community is amazing. And everyone, I can't say everyone now. Well, she might not be from the stitching community. More than likely she's not, to be that rude. But what I'm getting at is, you know, there's always that rotten apple or that, you know, bad penny, or that there's always somebody that's got to bring everybody down, you know. So anyway, I just throwing that out there. Please, if you have won something from me and you have contacted me, but you haven't heard back from me, then please email me again, but be nice. And then if I have sent it and you haven't got it, please let me know that as well, because, you know, like I said, I just received something back from, was it Germany? I don't know, that I sent out like 3 months ago. Please just be patient and be kind. That's all I ask. Cookbook Sold Out. I ordered 50 and I sold them all on Etsy as pre-orders. If you have not ordered one and you want one, drop me a line and let me know, and I will count them and I will order that many more cookbooks. I'm pretty sure I can still order more. So just let me know about that if you're still interested. It's the Nashville Needleworks, cookbook, where all the design, not all, but the designers and some of the shops participated in sending in recipes, photos, and, you know, some of the designers have free like small charts in there. So it's really nice. It's completely different from last year's cookbook. So it's all new recipes, all new photos, and all new charts in there. So let me know if you still want one of those if you haven't pre-ordered one. And then I have a couple cool things coming out. Well, one thing is I am giving everyone in Nashville is getting a free little freebie handout chart. It says create every day, and it's got a needle with thread and some little X's. It's really cute. And it was just a thank you. I'm going to give it to all my shops, and then they can make copies for their customers to put in their orders or have them sitting on the counter, whatever they want to do with them. But I just ask, please, that you don't scan it and put it on the internet. I will have it available for free PDF download on my blog after Nashville, but just out of respect, if you could please just, you know, if you get it from your shop, enjoy it, stitch it, have a good time with it, but please don't scan it and put it on the internet. So here's the Create Everyday freebie that I'll be giving out at Nashville. So I just wanted to share that with you. Go to your LNS and you can get a copy of it. And like I said, when I get back in my studio at the end of March, I will have a PDF where you can go and download that. I have something that was brought to my attention, and I think it's super important that I share it here on Flosstube, and I want other Flosstubers to also mention it on their Flosstubes, because I don't want any of you sweet people to get ripped off by this company. So I got an email today, and I'm not going to mention her name. I don't know if she'd want me to or not, so I'm just not going to. But she's very active on Flosstube, and she's very active communicating with me. Super sweet lady. But she said, have you seen the posts about this website? No merchandise to sell, just stealing credit card information. Your items were seen on there. I checked it out, and the website is called organizedmall.com. So here's the deal. If you see, basically don't purchase from just any old site on the internet because their prices are cheap. Stick with Etsy. Stick with, you know, people that you know through Flosstube, Gulf Coast Stitches, Julie, Kitten Stitcher, Jen Stitching Niche. There's a bunch of people that are safe to buy from on the internet. But this, if you go to this website, it's I'll put the email or the website right here. You can go and look around, but do not purchase from them because it is a fake website. They get your credit card information and they never send you anything. They have no email address. There's no way to contact them. Anyways, so then there were some comments that were sent to me Oh, right here. It says, according to an article I just read, that site does not have an a valid email address or any other way to make contact. This means it is a phishing operation designed to scoop money and nothing else. The listings are illegitimate because there appears to be no way to contact sellers for answering questions. Beware indeed. Then someone said, update on the scam. The domain name was purchased January 20th, 2020. We can report our stolen designs to abuse@dynadot.com. I'll have that right here so you can write it down if you happen to get scammed by these people. One of the dead giveaways when I went to look at this site was that they're selling things for like wholesale prices, less than retail. I did a search for my name and a few of my things came up. One of them was over retail price and then the other things were like wholesale price. So that's a dead giveaway when there's major inconsistencies in prices within the same designer. Also, I thought was really weird is that it was one of my actual legit stores. So what they're doing, I think, is they go to a website and they screenshot the product with the description below it, and then they list it on their site. It's very confusing, their site, and so just be aware of that. You know, there's a lot of people scamming out there. They had it said contact us, so I contacted them. Whether it's a legit thing or not, they may not even ever get my message because according to this, it's not, you know, a real email address. But anyway, I did my best and I hit the contact button and I just told them, you know, I'm a designer and, you know, you have some of my products on your site and I know that you're not a legit company and that you are only out to get people's money and you need to remove my products from your site immediately or my lawyer will be contacting you. We don't even know where these people are other than that they're in China. So it's not like I can do anything about it. So I just thought that was important to bring that to your attention, and I hope that other Flosstubers will share this information. Oh, one more thing. I designed some shirts, or a style shirt. It's going to be 3/4 length sleeves. I think I'm going to do t-shirts as well though. But it says create every day, basically the same logo that is going to be in that cross stitch. And then on the back, real small up at the top, it's going to say, it has my logo and it says on YouTube under it. So it says Theresa Koget's Creative Whims on YouTube. So I wanted to have shirts for Kevin, Kristen, and I to wear in Nashville. So I have those on order. I hope they come in time. And then once I get them in and I see that they turned out nice and they're good quality and everything, then I will offer those on Etsy. So what are you eating, boo? Stop it. Quit. What is she doing? Seriously, you need to go lay down, boo-boo, please. All right, Q&A. So Rain asked, she's talking about the needlepoint that I showed in my last Flosstube video. She said, would you be able to do the moose and the bear pieces in cross stitch? I will be doing those in cross stitch. Not the older ones with the Santas, but I know the one she's talking about. I will be doing those. Cheryl said, where do you buy the needlepoint canvases? Cheryl, my buddy Cheryl, Stitching with the Sisterlies. I will have links below to Painted Pony Designs and Love You More Designs. Those are the two companies I'm licensed with, and the ones I showed last week are from the Painted Pony. So I will have links below. Sean Matthews, she wanted to know the name of my coloring book. I must have mentioned something about that in a past Flosstube. I planned on, and I just haven't had time. I planned on doing some coloring books of my teddy bear illustrations for teachers and daycares and stuff like that, and moms and dads. But I haven't done that yet, so I don't have any coloring books at this time, Sean. Marie said, are the patterns in the book exclusive to the book? She's talking about Celebrate. Yes, they are. I mentioned that earlier. And Marie said, have you ever painted a book to make it have you ever painted a book to make it the right color? If so, what paint would you use? She's talking about how I attach finished cross stitch or punch needle to an antique book, and I always, find a book. Somehow I get very lucky and find books that match the piece pretty darn close. And she's just saying, well, why, maybe you could paint the books. I never even thought of that. It never even crossed my mind, but I don't know why you couldn't. And if I painted them, I would probably use either chalk paint or acrylic paint, like a matte. You'd want a matte finish. You wouldn't want semi-gloss or gloss, but that's a really cool idea. One more announcement, guys, that I forgot about. I have been pushed over the 4,000 mark of subscribers. It's like 4,200 and something. I was like blown away by that, and I have a lot of thanks to give to everyone that's been shouting me out, because I'm between that and the Nashville releases. I know everyone's stoked about watching all the new release videos from all the different designers and things, so I'm sure that's what has boosted it. But I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for subscribing, and when I get to 5,000, I'm gonna do a giveaway of an original painting. Keep sharing the videos, please, and telling your friends about it so we can get to that 5,000 mark quickly, and I can give away a free painting. That'll be fun. Jennifer asks, does the sticky board method mean that it's permanent? Yes, because once you, like, as you're putting the piece on there, just until you get it perfectly centered, don't press down, because then you can readjust it. But once you press it on there, if you pull it off, I think it'll pull your stitches out. So yes, I believe it's permanent. Judy, I'm in love with the angel and wondered if you'll be doing more. Absolutely. This angel in command that I showed in my release video is the sixth, I think it's the sixth angel. So I do have some that I've already done, and I'm going to have some in the future. Gabrie's Colorama, she said, when will the new releases be in my Etsy shop? It'll be late March, because I'm not returning home from Nashville. My husband's coming back after the show, and then I'm staying down with my friend Kristen, and then when I get back, I'll have my shop orders to fill. It's going to be a zoo. So it'll be late March before I have them in my Etsy shop, which is fine, because I like to give my shops plenty of time to get their things out to their customers first. Virginia said, are any of your children as artistic as you are? When they were young, they used to draw and sketch a lot. I think Kyle sketched more than Ryan did. But yeah, they are artistically inclined, and they're both musical. Ryan used to play drums. My husband's a drummer. Ryan used to take drum lessons when he was real young. I mean, he was a really good drummer, and he was like 9 or 10. We were hoping he would keep up with that. But he's like me. I like to work in the background. Like, this is perfect for me. Working in my studio, it's quiet, there's no one around, kind of more of an introvert. And then my husband loves to be on a stage. Our son Kyle, very musical. He's the one that's in 2 bands. He loves to be on the stage. He loves that attention and the spotlight and all that. They can have it. Ryan and I are like, no. But if that's what they wanted to do, oh yeah, they'd be really good at it, because their sketches from when they were kids, they were really good. Sweet Tea Stitcher, she said, Wilbur and Tilly, are the guidelines on them, are the guidelines on how to shade them in punch needle? Yes. In the drawing, I show exactly where to put the floss color in order to get that shading. Rita Strong said, her closest LNS is 4 hours away. She wanted to know the best online shop. This makes me nervous, just because there's a lot of online shops that carry my designs, and I don't want to leave anyone out. But 2 that come to mind first off is Kitten Stitcher. I think it's kittenstitcher.com, and then Gulf Coast Stitches, Julie. I just went to her site, and she already has my new releases on there so that you can go in and pre-order. There's, oh gal, there's probably 4 or 5 that have Etsy shops. So what I suggest doing, oh, 123 Stitch carries my stuff. So what I would, oh, and Fat Quarter Shop carries my stuff. So what I would do is just go into Google, type Theresa Koget's cross stitch or something like that, and then hit shopping, and you will find a lot of places, because a lot of the shops that have, you know, a brick and mortar, a lot of them sell online as well. So you shouldn't have any trouble finding my things online. Barb said, anyone over 1 in my samplers? No, I don't even know how to chart 1/1. I have heard so many people that say they do not like stitching 1/1, and I'm not going to put it in my samplers. Alden says, does your book show colored pictures of the finished pieces? No, it does not. It's all black and white. The only thing that's color is the cover of it. But you can go to, I'll have a link below, you can go to my blog where I show the finishing video, and then below the finishing video I show computer generated images of the cross stitch designs that are in there. And then Rita also asked, would love to see Wilbur and Tilly in cross stitch. I plan on doing those in cross stitch, and I will probably get those charted and out pretty quickly because there's a big demand for those, and I want it to be a series of 6, so look for that coming up this summer. Whips, finishes, and haul. I got Zippo. 0, nada, nothing, because Nashville. Then weekly whims, I just have a couple. Cream cheese on an English muffin. Cream cheese on a bagel, heck yeah. I love that so much, but I don't eat bagels because they're so carb loaded. Well, English muffins, they're a little bit less carbs. And I, for whatever reason, I'm just addicted to those right now. And one day I was just wanting an English muffin, but I didn't want peanut butter. I usually put butter and peanut butter on them, or I make an egg with avocado and put it on it, just like a half an English muffin. Well, this one day I'm like, well, why not cream cheese? Those are like 2 of my favorite things. Cream cheese, English muffin, put them together, delish. Number 2, cross stitch calculator from Yarn Tree. If you don't know what size to make to get your linen cut, or you just want to, like, say maybe a designer gives you the stitch count but they don't give you the finished size. I don't know, I'm just throwing some ideas out there. Go to Yarn Tree. Just actually what you want to do, this is what I do, because I use this on every design that I do. This is what I do. I go to Google, I put in cross stitch calculator, Yarn Tree comes up, I click on it, and it's really cool. You put in the stitch count, you put in the count of linen. That way too, you can say, well, I want it to be this size, so what count linen should I put it on? That's awesome. I do that so that I know how big to cut the linen to send to my model stitchers. So I use it religiously, and I think it would be a nice tool for you all to be able to use too. And then, okay, so if you watch Big Bang Theory, do you not love Amy Farrah Fowler? Do you not love her character? She's the best. Well, her name, I'm gonna butcher this, I know. Her real name is Mayim Bialik. I don't know how to say her name. Anyways, what I'm getting at is she has a YouTube channel, you guys. I don't even know why she popped up on mine, but she did, and I'm like, oh, I love her. I'm gonna watch this. And she talks about parenting, and she's just super cute and really funny on there. So I'll have a link below to that too, because it's you know, you gotta have, and they're nice little short, fun videos. Okay, so last week's giveaway was for the Celebrate book, and I will insert the YouTube random comment picker here. Let's see who wins the Celebrate book. And whoever wins is going to have it before anyone else. The winner is Catherine Birkenbein, and she said the Lincoln quote, and then make it into cross stitch. I love all patriotic things, please. Glad to hear your mama is doing great. That cute Santa in the woods with the animals would be a hit with hunter type families. Cute as a cross stitch for sure. That moose with the bear, oh my gosh.
Love all your stuff. So gifted. Take care of yourself. My sister always tells me this. I need to exercise again. So thank you. Purple 82. So thank you, Catherine, so much for your sweet words. And thank you, everyone, for participating. And let's get back to our Flosstube.
Congratulations, Catherine. We also had another giveaway for that cute little onesie, the Got Wool onesie. Lord have mercy, is that not just the cutest thing on the planet? And so I will insert the YouTube random comment picker here.
The winner is Lynn Bloom. She said, take care of yourself. Working hard to stay healthy. Got Wool would be so cute on my first grandbaby. Can't wait for your new releases. So thank you, Lynn, and congratulations.
So congratulations, ladies. If you could please email me your physical address to this email right here, I will get those things out to you. I'd love to get it out before Nashville, because when I get back from Nashville, it's going to be a zoo, and I don't want to miss anything, and I don't, you know, I want to just have that done. So if you could please contact me ASAP, that'd be wonderful. And if I don't reply, that means I didn't get it, so just email me again. Thank you. This week, where are my angel cards? Didn't I do that one? I did. I just forgot to put it on the bottom. Okay, this week. Yep. This week's angel, her name is Trinity. And it says, act like your life is a blessing and you'll start feeling like life is a blessing. Give thanks for your blessed life. Is that not the truth, you guys? I know I've said before that I'm really a big believer in, you know, what you think about, you bring about. If you're constantly griping and miserable and thinking of all the bad things that can happen or all the negative things in your life, it just breeds more negativity for you. So start a gratitude journal. If you're just down in the dumps or something, start a gratitude journal, and every night before you go to bed, write 3 to 5 to 10, whatever things, everything you can think of that you're grateful for. But if, you know, if you're like me, you're exhausted at night and you're not going to sit and write a whole book. But even just write down 3 things that you're thankful for and go to sleep meditating on those things and start really feel blessed to have those beautiful things in your life. And it will change. Your attitude will change. And I've seen it. I've witnessed it in my own life. I've witnessed it in other people's lives. So it's definitely something that works. So what we're going to do then is, let's see, what's our phrase going to be? My life is a blessing. My life is a blessing. Okay. And the prize for getting in on that drawing, by typing "My Life is a Blessing," you will be entered to win your choice of one of my new releases. It can even be the book. It can be the book, or it can be any of the punch needle or cross stitch new releases, okay? All right, last but not least, we have the Chinese fortune teller, and we have Nancy King said Orchid 63. ORCHID 1 2 3 4 5 6. Number 3 is. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know what? I don't know. Oh, I want to mention, I don't know if I'm going to do a Flosstube this coming week. It depends on if I get a lot more questions, or it just depends on how this week goes. But I plan on doing a ton of videotaping. I say that, but you know, things get really busy. But last year I kind of did a little bit of a vlog type thing. I would like to start, probably starting this weekend, I will do a vlog, like a little blip every single day. When we're packing the van, I'm gonna just do a little videotaping. When we're traveling, I'll do some videotaping. When we get there, I'll do, you know, like I want to just like do a little bit throughout the day, every day of Nashville. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a whole lot of like interviews. I don't think I'm going to do interviews, but like last year I went to some of the rooms and I did some videotaping of their new things. I would like to do that this year, but can I just say, there are people coming to Nashville that have never been there, that I followed on Flosstube. It's going to be more social, I think, this time around than it's ever been. And it's just going to be such a it's going to be such a zoo. And I told my husband, I said, you know, maybe you can help me with the whole vlogging and the videotaping thing, you know. If he can take some video of me talking to some folks and take some pictures of me talking to some of the store owners and stuff, that'd be very helpful, because I'm going to need help remembering to do that. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, Newcastle Bouquet is behind me. That's the #1 seller so far, other than the book. The book, like I said, the book sold out. I have more on order. I'm going to have to reprint Newcastle Bouquet. We had a number in mind that we were going to take to the show. Well, we've already exceeded that number just in pre-orders. So I'm doubling what I was going to take, but the pre-orders are still coming in. So I think I'm going to reprint that as well. Okay, did you know? I'll be right back. Since I live in Michigan, I thought it would be fun to give you some fun facts about this beautiful state of ours. Michigan is the only state in the U.S. which consists of 2 peninsulas. Michigan has an estimated 65,000 inland lakes. What? That's crazy. Oh, that one's stupid. Our state is the home to the headquarters of 3 major automobile manufacturing companies, General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford. Michigan has one of the world's longest suspension bridges, the Mackinac Bridge. It's 5 miles long, and it connects the Upper Peninsula with the Lower Peninsula, and it's so pretty. The first factory to assemble cars on a moving assembly line, Highland Park Ford plant, is in Michigan. That was in 1978. Michigan has the nation's longest freshwater coastline, 3,288 miles. Wow. The name of our state is derived from the word Michigama, a Chippewa word meaning large lake. I'm not reading all of them. This is a bit much. It's funny because some of these I've known since I was a kid, but you know, if you're not from Michigan, you probably wouldn't know these. Michigan is home to Kellogg Company, the world's leading ready-to-eat cereal producer in Battle Creek, Michigan. The completion of the first railroad in Michigan took place in 1836, and the first air passenger service was flagged off of the state in 1926. Michigan is known as the Motor City. The state is also home to 360 bird species. All right. We're also known as Motown. Motown Records was here. Grand Rapids, the second largest city in Michigan after Detroit was rated as one of the 20 best livable cities in the U.S. Grand Rapids is awesome. Yeah, Grand Rapids is amazing. And it's close to the water too, so that's nice. Michigan also has a mail delivery boat, which delivers mails to ships while they're waterborne. It's the only floating zip code in the United States. Isn't that cool? That is cool. Michigan and Oregon. I did not know this. So, stitching with the sisterlies. We live in the only 2 states in the U.S. that offer 10 cents back for recycling a can. Traverse City, a city in Michigan, is known as the cherry capital of the world. And I'm telling you what, Traverse City is a beautiful city. The Ambassador Bridge, which is a suspension bridge, connects Detroit, Michigan, U.S., and Windsor, Ontario, Canada. The bridge is economically important as it is the busiest international border crossing in North America in terms of trade volume. Michigan has the world's largest limestone quarry. Apples are the largest and most valuable fruit crop in Michigan. The state has 11.3 million apple trees. Michigan is the third largest apple producing state in the U.S. The world's largest specimen of float copper was discovered in 1997 on the Quincy Mine. That's boring. The Detroit Institute of Arts is among the most visited art museums in the world. I know there was more, but don't you think that's plenty? So if you've never come to Michigan, come visit us. We have amazing beaches. Come in the summer, obviously, if you come to the beach. But we have all kinds of great things here in Michigan. I love living here. I'm not crazy about winter. I do like the 4 seasons. Winter could be a little bit shorter. Okay, a lot shorter. But this is home for me. This is where my kids are. This is where my grandkids are. I'm not leaving. So anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words. Keep the questions coming. Keep the comments coming. Please like my video, share my video, and be a subscriber so you don't miss anything. And I just want to remind y'all, create every day. Take care now. Bye.